Hello everybody, this is one of the game played by my students who are absolute beginners. Now this is interesting game because when we see the absolute beginners game we will find lot of blunders, lot of overlooks. But here in this game both the players have overlooked the moves completely. So this is a beginner lesson. So a beginners can watch this video to see and pause the video at every move and try to understand what are the mistakes and what are the overlooked moves. Okay, now e4, e5, knight c3, knight c3. Even though he can play knight to f3, which is much better, black white have played knight to c3. Even though it is not harmless, knight f3 is better because you can castle quickly by moving the king side pieces. And black played knight to c6. Knight to f6. Here again knight to f3, knight to c6. This is also called a four knights defense. Now white attacks the center with d4 and pawn takes d4 and knight takes d4, and up to here there is everything is fine, everything is okay, there is no mistakes so far, at least there is no blunders. Now black plays d5, pawn takes d5, and now he can now knight takes d5, pawn takes d5, and queen takes d5. Now the first blunder comes with simple move bishop to g5. Of course, there are two attacks on definitely on here on on the d4 knight. So you have to protect the d4 knight with bishop to e3, but white played bishop to g5. You can simply take it, and the white is offering the both knight, and it is offering the bishop. Black can choose which one it can take it, and simply now black played an interesting move, that is bishop to b4. Actually he can simply white can simply defend with c3. Even though he can able to defend the d4 with bishop to c5. Now he can still now you can, yeah, I mean you can defend these pieces with bishop b4. He can able to with bishop b4 he can able to simply lost the chance, we can say. Even though bishop to c4, c3 is played, you can still play knight to c6. This is a wonderful move, but now if it takes it here, the queen can be taken. Interestingly, pawn cannot take it. So this is a very good possibility tactic involved in it. So here even with c3, black can manage to win a piece. Now king to e2. This is how beginners play because they don't understand the importance of castling. Even the coaches insist on the castling of the king is very very important. Now king to e5, again this is very surprising. King to e2 will block the queen possibility, mobility and all, and bishop mobility on f1. And now again there is, again black can simply choose to take any of the d4 knight, d4 knight, or g5 bishop. Then he plays this interesting move black chose to play queen to e5 check. I don't know, there is a kind of beginners do these things that they try to attack the king even though there is no purpose, further purpose. This is not going to get anything, you get anything out of it if you are just simply attacking the king. you you have to take the pieces. Yes, the bishop to e3, this is a very good move, at least here. Now you can simply defend the d4 piece. Now there are two defenses for the d4. So white is, even though not giving any piece now, right, at this moment, but still king on e2 looks really horrible. Now white black castles, this is a very important move for black. Yeah, even though he failed to take couple of pieces, but on this occasion this is a right choice for black. Now queen to c1, definitely queen to c1 is not a good idea because you are blocking your way rook up. And you can either, you can, if you would decide to play queen, it could be queen to d3 is much better. Now uh a part of that, okay, queen to c1 and bishop to g4 check. Bishop to g4 check again. You can block it with simply with knight to f3 or pawn to f3, because again queen c1, there is a very bad move, because queen c1 simply you can take it with the take take the knight, because you can't take it back with the bishop because it is under pin. It will be an illegal move, and this is not required. Bishop to g4 is not required because you can take it back, this knight can come back, and this would be your piece can be saved. But king to d3, the king march begins. But again, you should not, you should, king should find a good and safe place so that it can avoid the opponent's attacks. Now, and there is another blunder which comes with queen to b5. Again, you can, it is again a gift for white. White can take it, and again the white misses and plays with king to e4 and rook to e8 and knight to e6. I don't know why he chose now to block it with the knight. Why white chose it? It should have chosen earlier because the knight we have saved. But the here it is proper. It is completely useless, and rook takes it, and king can go to f4. But instead there is a simple checkmate idea with the queen. There's okay. There's no checkmate because you can play queen e5. Queen can come over here again. So there is no checkmate. So rook to e6 check, and king to f4, and again, believe it or not, again white black gave a piece. Queen to c4, he can take it again. Bishop takes c4, you can take it, but again surprisingly the white misses the idea. Simply king to h g5, king to g5, and rook to e5 check, and king to h4, bishop to f5 check. Again you can take this queen, but again black played, sorry, white played king to g3, and fortunately the black found a checkmate on queen g4, and the queen have checkmated the king, and the world tour white king's world tour is completed. This is how. Thank you.